War of the Ninja Monsters, Jaron vs. Goura has arrived, and as the norm with SRS releases, comes with some goodies as well as nice cover art. This is the latest from genre veteran Shinpei Hayashiya. The cast and behind the scenes crew also feature an array of names that have worked on or been in Kamen Rider, Ultraman, Godzilla, and Gamera outings. Anyways, War of the Ninja Monsters, Jaron vs. Goura sees Mrs. Sogen praying to her turtle god and going on to TV shows to warn of the return of the Jirai, which I guess are like a evil faction of ninja. Elsewhere, co-workers stumble upon a secret ninja scroll that turns them into giant kaiju. Interestingly enough, they can still communicate but cannot control their bodies, which start fighting each other, I guess possessed by the spirits of ninjas. Maybe even more interesting, the monsters don't show up on cameras. Mrs. Sogen is MIA after the first act, but ninja stuff is throughout. It didn't do much for me. The suits look okay, not too big on their designs, but they look good for a movie with this budget. Music is actually very good, a variety on display, and almost always not only fitting, but elevating accompanying scenes. Camera work is done well enough, as is the acting. Pretty. I found it kind of funny when the human actors are shown doing the kaiju movements. This drawing is cute. And I do kind of like the end credit stuff. The subtitles keep calling this guy a snake, but I just don't see it. Maybe a bad mistranslation. Dragon perhaps would have been more appropriate. Flashlight effect is weird. Smoke effect is just bad. If this is the type of blood effect you can put in, just have the scene without it. It'd be better. CG's bad. Foreground objects often have lines around them before the green screened objects. Look, the CG effects just aren't good, but thankfully never gets too layered for the type of visual vomit the director gave us in God Raiga vs. King Ohga. The fights are CG heavy, and maybe that's the problem, or maybe it's something else, but they weren't very exciting to me. The human fights also sadly never interested me here. I promise I'm not disliking all these films just to be a hater. I wish I liked them more, but like some of the other recent films I reviewed, there's just not too much that I'm into when it comes to War of the Ninja Monsters, Jaron vs. Goura. The suits are nice, the music is good. But if you liked God Raiga vs. King Ohga, maybe you'll like this. More fights like those, except more visible, has more of a story, but sadly less effective comedy. Everyone else, I'd say pass on it. Thanks for watching.